If you're a fitness coach and you're finding yourself getting heaps and heaps of views, but not a lot of followers, and the people that do follow you are really bad quality, it's fundamentally due to the fact that you're expecting people to make a buying decision from your content off of one video. A lot of the people that you actually want that are high quality clients are not going to make an impulsive decision to buy from you or even just follow you from one video. The only people that will are low quality, impulsive people. But the reason why they follow you from watching one video is because they don't have anything to lose. People who have money, who are quality, their time, their energy is worth something. If they're going to follow somebody, it's because they're genuinely considering that person to solve a particular problem. But if you're dealing with brokies, people that don't actually have the finances, their time, their energy is free. They follow everyone and anybody. And so if you find yourself struggling to get a good amount of followers from your views and those followers to be high quality, there is a solution here, and it involves being able to rapidly nurture the qualified buyers in an instant. The idea here is that if a qualified buyer watches your content, they immediately click over to your profile, they want to consider you. There's a few checkboxes in their mind as to whether or not you're a good fit for them. Are you going to solve their problems? Is it what they're looking for? Are you preaching about solutions that they've tried before that hasn't worked for them? Or have you positioned yourself as new, different, or better? Now, for us to do this in random content is almost impossible. And this is one of the reasons why you're probably struggling to convert people, is because if someone clicks from your one reel that they see for the first time and they go to your profile, oftentimes nothing is curated. It's all random videos. There is no set structure of content you want them to watch in a particular order. It's just a shotgun approach. So either they look at your account going over to Instagram and they see it's just random. Like, man, it's not even worth my time to watch this guy's stuff. I don't even know if this person can help me. It's not curated, there's no brand aesthetic to it, and there's nothing in a particular order. So they just click off. Best case scenario is number 2, where they actually do want to watch other reels of yours to see, does this person tick all of my boxes? But if you don't have anything step by step, like I keep saying, curated for them to watch, the chances that they watch the right videos in the right order on your account is very, very rare. They're going to watch random videos and they're probably not going to get what they're really looking for, which is why we create something called the pinned post profile funnel. It's a bit of a tongue twister, but the idea here is that as soon as they go onto your profile, they're met with 3 pinned posts that cater to everybody, no matter what stage of the buying process they're at: top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. This way, they can go through, click on the ones that are most relevant to them, get the right information quickly, and you not only increase the chances of getting a quality follower, but they'll go down the rest of your funnel as these pinned posts are designed. These pinned posts aren't just there for them to watch the content, give you a follow, and call it a day. There's call to actions in all these pinned posts, different degrees of intensity of call to action depending on where they're at in the funnel. This brings people into your ecosystem, gets them to opt into a resource or DM you or watch a long form YouTube video, and this is what rapidly nurtures qualified prospects. Qualified prospects are people that are problem aware. They know they're either not in great shape or they're overweight or they need to put on muscle. They're problem aware already, but they're looking for a good solution. So when you can curate your profile funnel correctly, which is what I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like. When you can curate your profile funnel correctly, you allow people to learn, right? You allow people to get the education that they want. They're here to learn. They're looking for the best solution. So we're just giving them what they want. And this is, I call this like the microwave approach. This is what rapidly heats up prospects from cold to ready to buy. Even for myself, I have a very small audience on Instagram. And even still, I make sure that my profile funnel is dialed in. I make sure that the VSLs that I get my prospects to watch are so packed with relevant information that they go from cold prospects to buying from me within the week. And it's no small amount, it's between 5 and 8K, right? A lot of the time it's paid in fulls. So if this profile funnel can work for someone like me who doesn't have a big audience, imagine if you can implement this into your fitness coaching business. You know, if you've got at least 10,000 followers, this thing will just print money for you. So I'm going to walk you through an example of what we did with one of our fitness coaches with a bit of a bigger audience, break down the numbers that he got from his ads, the conversion rates, of course, the booked calls, cash collected, all that kind of stuff. So you can see how effective this profile funnel is. Now, if you personally want help building this profile funnel out with the copy, the creatives, testing everything, then feel free just to reach out below. Click the first link in the description. You can book a call one-on-one with me, and we can chat through what building out a full-scale ecosystem looks like for your fitness coaching business. So without further ado, let's get into it. So here I have my client, Pat. Now, Pat's had a big audience for a little while, and what his problems were was that he was struggling to get qualified people in the funnel, increase the amount of booked calls, and make sure that the booked calls were already pre-sold. So to do that, we implemented this right here, the pin post profile funnel. And it includes 3 things: a client testimonials case study, a mini VSL, and a free course. Why do we have these here? So again, if you understand, people are at different stages of the funnel: top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel. Each one of these is going to cater to their needs and their temperature, where they're at in the buying process. So for example, if someone finds you out for the first time, maybe they want to look at your free stuff first. Is this free stuff good? Is it actually worth it for me? This typically attracts most of the top of funnel buyers. Middle of funnel is great for people who they can see you're about your business, right? They can see you're a trusted person. They want to know just a little bit more about you. What is it that you do exactly? So the mini VSL is perfect because it walks your prospect through a bit about your story, so they get to know you a little bit more, why you chose a specific method when it comes to nutrition or fitness or holistic health, why you chose that method in particular, how was it different from anything they've tried before, right? And of course, does it actually work? So this is where you get to position yourself as new, better, or different. So the mini VSL is so important because it ticks multiple boxes. I call it like the buying boxes, right? They get to know you more. So it breaks down that kind of cold barrier, it breaks the ice. They get to know you more because you talk a bit about your story. And then you position your solution as either new, better, or different. That's really all you need when it comes to marketing. Are you new compared to anything they've tried? Is it brand new? Have I ever heard of it before or not? Are you different than what they've tried in the past? Or do you just have a better approach of doing what they're currently doing, right? Are you able to help them get a more efficient workout in that's more effective with less exercises, but better results? What is it? New, better, or different? All 3. So the mini VSL, super important. And then the last one here is really for bottom of funnel people. They've maybe checked out the free course, or they can see that you're about your business. They've watched your mini VSL. They understand within a 3-minute span who you are and what you do and how it can help them. Now they want to know, well, has it actually worked for other people that are like me? So for this, we have the client testimonials case study. And all it includes is one before and after of the client. Nice big headline. What result you got them in what amount of time? Right, for Pat, it's more calisthenics, so these are videos. Yours might just be a straight up before and after photo. Okay, I'll show you some other examples of other coaches that we've built this for. But before and after image, and then really simply either an explanation of how you helped that specific client get the result, or just a video testimonial from the client themselves. Oftentimes, again, if high quality buyers are in a consideration phase, they're not necessarily going to trust your word exclusively. The only person that they're really going to trust is the actual client of yours. So if you have a video testimonial from one of your clients saying, man, you know, this guy completely changed my life. He did this, and it was totally different. I'm a whole new person now. That's phenomenal. But the thing that really seals the deal here is if each case study you have is slightly different. So if your niche is, say, busy professionals above 30, you want to have people of different age ranges within that bracket. So 30-year-old, 40-year-old, 50-year-old, and different careers. Maybe one's in finance, maybe one's a business owner, maybe someone works at home, whatever. This way you can use this asset in the DMs to send this exact link to the relevant case study so that they can see themselves in one of your successful clients. I'm getting a little bit into the weeds of things going about the DM scripts. That's not what this video is about. But the idea here is every slide they're looking at, a new case study proving how your special method has worked for literally the exact kind of prospect that's watching this. Okay, very, very curated. This alone is this microwave effect. As soon as a high quality buyer jumps on, they consider you now. Instead of them having to watch random videos and see, does it relate? Does it give me what I'm looking for? It's right here. Just watch these three. Oftentimes we find that most prospects just watch the one that's most relevant to them. Again, top, middle, bottom of funnel, wherever they identify themselves most. And then from there, there's opt-ins, right? So if you take a look at the free course, there's an opt-in here. Free 12-week calisthenics accelerated course, beginner edition, drop accelerator below and get instant access. So you see, there's hundreds and hundreds of comments here. So they opt in, right? That's the beauty of this, right? It's a curated experience for people. Now, to top it all off, if you really want to go the full Monty, I'll show you what another one of our clients is doing. This profile funnel is actually a 4-step because the actual beginning step here has nothing to do with the pin post and everything to do with the highlight. So what we did for Versus Gravity was build what we call the Start Here highlight. Once again, specifically to their ICP. Again, I bring it back to this. If you're struggling to get quality leads, it's because, again, you're not giving them what they're looking for, and you're probably not speaking directly to them. So there's nothing better for them to see than a literal Start Here story highlight. It's even better for people because, again, we're giving a different category of people what they want in a different format. So instead of forcing them to watch all these videos, it's way more efficient for them to just start here and scroll through this at their own pace. Right? They don't need to watch anything. They can read quickly, boom, 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 boom. They can see the results, bang, bang, bang. They see the client results. It's a really condensed version of all of these posts all in one. This, once again, has a call to action at the end, prompting them to watch your long form VSL. And that's typically, 20 minutes, as you can see right here. Deep nurturing, deep education. And whether they watch this or not, they now understand who you are, what your product is, the people that it's helped rapidly. It's even faster than the pin post. And then they're prompted to once again take a look at the pin posts. So the idea here is, again, people make a buying decision within the first couple of seconds of looking at your brand. We don't want people to be wasting their time just looking at random content, getting the wrong experience. So we build this 4-step profile funnel so that we curate the experience step by step. It caters to anybody in the top, middle, or bottom of funnel, gives them what they're looking for. Now you might be wondering, okay, cool, this sounds great, but what results did this actually bring in? Let me show you. So for Pat, we started to run ads for this, okay? And I'm going to show you the kind of conversion rate this had. So we started Pat off on only $40 a day. Very, very cost effective, $40 a day. And these were essentially follower growth ads, but because the content was so dialed in, it was directly to his ICP, we could do the interest targeting and it just hit the exact audience right away. But the most magical combination of metrics here was the profile visits to followers. And what we found was because Pat's profile funnel was so dialed in, for every person, right, that viewed the profile funnel, we had between 20 and 40% of people choose to follow. Just insane, right? Between 20 and almost 40%. You can see an example here. This was just shy of 40%. Profile visits 122, followers 47. This screenshot was taken quite a while before we really started scaling up. So these days, profile visits are almost in the thousands here, but almost a 40% conversion rate on this one. Now, we compared this to some of our other clients who didn't set up their profile funnel, and the conversion rate was like 5-6%. as soon as they implemented the profile funnel, it absolutely skyrocketed, which, again, I don't want to get too into the weeds of ads and things, but it goes towards the point that you can massively improve your conversion rate without spending a cent. This is the modern day landing page. Instead of building some funnel on, some website, ClickFunnels or whatever, your Instagram is the landing page. It can be so curated. It's got so much social proof. It performs 10 times better than some lifeless website, right? So you can see the power of this, almost a 40% conversion rate. But what were the end results? So over the first 10 days, Pat was spending $40 a day, okay? 10 days in, and he got in 4,000 followers. Prior to that, he was stuck at around 150,000 perpetually. Just wasn't growing the whole year. Soon as we deployed these ads, 4,000 followers, 10 days, $40 a day. It led to 10 cents per follower. Unbelievable stats. But it didn't stop there. All right, you can see by this screenshot here from Pat on our WhatsApp, gained 7,000 followers since the boosting strategy 2 weeks ago. Fucking nuts. So we started around 151. Okay, now if we look at Pat's account, you can see 162. So 11,000 followers, and the spend there is around $1,000. So still maintaining around the 10 cents to 12 cents cost per follower. 11,000 followers in about 4 weeks or so. I think it's just shy, around like 3 to 4 weeks. Right, $1,000 spent, 11,000 followers. Most people cannot get those metrics because their CPMs are so high. Usually the kind of ads they're running are cold ads. It's all bullshit. Nothing's been proven or tested before. So they're burning cash testing their follower growth ad, which is absolutely fucking retarded. On top of that, their profile funnel is dead. So the amount of followers they do get are so small because the people that do actually visit the profile are not getting what they want instantly. So they just click off, right? And as a result, everything's so expensive. You're not getting the results you want. Of course, because your profile funnel isn't dialed in, you're getting shit quality followers. Everything is trash. Everything's terrible, right? Now, of course, here, the idea is we don't just want these followers. What's the point of followers, right? Pat has a really, really strong conversion mechanism here. So what we've done is, before running the follower campaign, we made sure that Pat had a ManyChat automation set up. As most of you guys would know, ManyChat made this update where it can automatically DM new followers. But we don't just want it to be a lifeless DM. We want to maximize the response rate. So instead of it just being, oh, hey, thanks for following, we added in a custom voice memo. So there is a function that not a lot of people understand how to set this up, but within ManyChat, you can drop in an audio file and it'll convert the audio file, the MP3, into a voice memo, as though you're actually sending them a custom voice memo. And people look at that, they're like, whoa, this guy went out of his way, he showed me a custom voice memo. Nuts. Because of that, the response rate is like 20 to 30%. Hectic. And then bang, we go down the rest of the script. Obviously, Pat has appointment setters. He's got around 3 appointment setters. Bang, they do their thing and they book between 5 and 8 calls, right, per day. Pat's obviously got a closer on board doing their thing. But this whole system only runs and gets these results if the profile funnel is ultra dialed in, right? So again, if you're a fitness coach and you're struggling to turn views into qualified followers, I can tell you, for free, set up your profile funnel. Just do that. It'll completely change everything. And then of course you can look at running ads, doing the retargeting, having appointment setters, the whole nine. But there's no point spending money on all that when you have holes in the bucket. It's like you're paying all this money to get all this new lead flow. You're opening the tap up, which is great, but all the leads are running out the bottom. You're paying for these views, these profile visits, but they're not converting because your profile funnel is dog shit or you don't even have one. So, highly recommend setting one of these up. Now, if you're not too sure where exactly to start, what each of these posts should be, how to script them, how to structure them, how to set up the ManyChat automations, there's a lot that goes into this if you want to do it right. If you're not too sure how to do it, again, click the first link in the description, book in a call with me. Let's see where your brand's at and how we can turn your views to followers, followers to dollars. I'll catch you guys later.